This was the most hopeless Iron Man had ever been.
If you find this recording, don't post it on social media. It's gonna be a real tearjerker. I don't know if you're ever gonna see these.
Thor failed to stop Thanos from snapping his fingers. In an instant, half of all life in the universe disappeared. Every hero on Titan turned to dust, leaving only Tony and Nebula alive. To get back to Earth, Tony worked on the ship every day. He took apart whatever components were still usable, rewired the damaged systems, and did everything he could to keep it running. But no matter what he tried, the ship eventually died in deep space. The food was gone. They were almost out of water, and worst of all, they only had enough oxygen to last until the next morning. Tony was too weak to stand. All they could do was lie inside the ship and wait for the oxygen to run out. But just as Tony was about to lose consciousness, a blinding light appeared outside the window. It stopped directly in front of the ship. It was Captain Marvel. She carried the entire ship through space and brought Tony and Nebula back to the Avengers compound. Tony had finally made it home, but the first thing he said to Steve wasn't that he was glad to be alive.
Lost again.
The memory of Peter disappearing in his arms had completely broken him. Tony finally lost control. He had warned them before that a much bigger threat would eventually come to Earth. He had even tried to build a global defense system, but no one supported him.
You said we'll do that together too. But guess what, Cap? We lost. And you weren't there.
Tony turned all of his anger toward Steve. The more Tony spoke, the angrier he became. Then he ripped the nanotech housing from his chest and shoved it into Steve's hand. But a second later, Tony's body finally gave out, right in front of everyone. He collapsed to the floor,